What's going on, everybody? I am back here with a quick video for today's trading day. It's the 27th. I wanted to go over a couple ICT setups that we could have utilized. So this is all hindsight. We're going to look back and break everything down play by play, all the opportunities presented, what to make of all this price action and everything. So you can see we divided up the sessions. So this here is the morning session, right? This middle is your New York lunch, and then right after is your second session of the day. So right off the open, we see a sweep of sell side liquidity, right? So that gets taken out, and we make these lows down here. So what's important to note is this massive candle and what came right before that, this small little candle here, becomes an order block candle. All right, so we take the entire candle and you can just stretch it out. You can do it the entire day, doesn't really matter. So we'll stretch that out. All right, so we have that. And you know what? This is what we'll do. We'll do a little bit of this. So not everything is hindsight, right? So we make this order block, identify that, and stretch it out. Now, look at this. So right here, we have these relative equal highs, not too pronounced, but this is a swing high that gets broken right here initially. All right. As soon as a swing high gets broken, you're immediately looking for a fair value gap to form. Right here on the 5 minute, you can see we don't have a fair value gap. It was a little choppy down here. So when this happens, I'll drop down to like a 3 or a 2. So if I drop down to a 2 minute time frame, still no fair value gap here. The only thing that we can see here are these equal lows down here. That is a potential bounce zone, right? So we have that. Come down, and on our 5 minute, this is what it's looking like. You can see where we bounce from is these equal lows down here that we just created on our 2 minute, right? You can see exactly about where we bounce from. All right, so you see that. Keep on going. You can see the consolidation within here getting pretty tight, so you already know that we are about to get a break. Me personally, I would be leaning more for upside or watching for an upside break, because when we go to our 5 minute, you can see right here we got a sweep of buy side liquidity. So now we're looking, because we got the market structure shift right here. So this is bullish structure now, and we won't get bearish structure until we break below here, right? So as long as we stay above here, we still have bullish structure. So we're looking for any dips to buy, and we see this move happen, right? Get a really nice move up through buy side liquidity once again, right? And what we can do is we can take longs right here. So it would look a little bit like this, right? You could take a long position somewhere around here with a stop loss below. So you can set a stop loss on this high per se, and your first target would be your order block, right? And we do go and we hit it. So I just want to show that was the first opportunity that was created, or down here, right? Once we see that these highs are taken out, we're immediately looking for this area to be a buy zone, right? So if you come down a little, we can say buy right there, and then stop loss directly below these lows here. And you can target first. Initial target would be these highs, and then obviously our final target would be the order block that we identified earlier on. And you can see this is a 1 to almost 7 risk to reward here. So this is a really, really nice setup here. So switch back to the 5 minute. can see we get a rejection right from our order block up there. All right, and I want to see real quick if there were any gaps created through here, and does not look like there were any. So we'll keep moving. Another push into your order block. So that was the second potential short opportunity up there, right? Now we have these lows here, and obviously these highs that would be marked by the top of the order block. All right, we go and we hit it once again. That was the third opportunity now that was created there for a short on the order block. And these are all really high probability, right? So I'll show you what in real time what this would look like if you were to take a short up here. You can take a short anywhere in this area, right? With a stop loss directly above, and you can target your lows. And every single time it's going to be at least a 1 to, well, I'd say at least a 1 to 7. This one here particularly, this was a 1 to 11.75, so almost a 1 to 12. But they're going to be really high probability setups every time you come into this area, all these shorts here. Anyway, we come bounce off of it a little bit, and then you get a rejection once again, right? And we can here, this is one of those instances where you can drop down to see if there were any fair value gaps created, and I do not see any, besides this one here, which we reject from, right? So we get this fair value gap that's created. Let me change this here to the order block. So we know that there is a fair value gap here, right? So as soon as you see it form, you mark it so that when you come into this area, this is your first short opportunity. And then you continue onwards. This is your second short opportunity from your fair value gap. And up here is your third short opportunity from your fair value gap, right? And this would look something like this if you were to enter in the middle of this fair value gap, keep a stop loss directly above, and then target our swing lows, obviously, right? And that is a 1 to 4 risk to reward there. So we get rejection from fair value gap there. You can see that, how that works out. And this was obviously after the swing low break through here, right? We can see that equal lows, get the break, look for fair value gap. On the 1 minute, we find the fair value gap, come back up into it, short, back down, right? You can see how we continue down there. Get nice sweep of sell side, back up, and right back down, right? And then here we consolidate a little bit, and I don't think anything else really was presented throughout the rest of the day. Typically, I only trade the first session, and in the first session, if I caught the move from down here to up here, that would have been completely it for me. I would have been out, done for the day, right? Or all these short opportunities that were created, 3 different short opportunities that were created up here from our order block. You can see here what happens. We're just kind of trading within structure pretty much. And that was it. That was the end of the day right there. But that was pretty much all of the opportunities that I saw throughout today that if I was trading, I would have taken. Other than that, if you guys have anything to add, if you see something I don't, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I'll take a look at it, and we can talk about it. But all right, guys, other than that, have a awesome day.